Twin Soul family. How do you do? How is everyone doing? Don't forget to put down in the comments CBVOY and HICK, meaning you're creating that best version of yourself and happiness is contagious, okay? Today has been a hectic day, so just bear with me. And yeah, it's been pretty rotten, you know. It's -6, and with the windshield, it's like -28, going to get down to like -30, okay? So anyways, we're going to light some, hello, purple bird. We're going to light some rosemary for the protection, okay? Rosemary for protection. And now, mind you, this is, as you've seen the title, it's like, love, you don't have to work so hard, okay? Now, there's a couple different meanings to that as why that one came in the way it did. But let's get rocking it out here. And bear with me. It's like, hello, Miss Deja. Yes, hello. All right, so tonight, as you can tell by the beginning of the title, in the sacred relationship, we are talking about loving ourselves unconditionally, okay? So your key word is love, okay? This is the 6th video. Your key word is love. Woo-wee. Yeah, when it comes to love, it's like not only loving yourself, but in these sacred relationships, it's like, how do you know that somebody loves you? How do you know that they are truly being truthful? Okay. So we're going to get into this read. Like I said, bear with me. My hands are cold. It's like, woof. But we have the angel light crystal with us. Okay. This is the angel light. You see the angel in the crystal? Okay. All right, Father, what do we need to know about love? Ooh-wee. That is strong rosemary, I'm telling you. We're going to get this message when it comes to this love. Because in that sacred relationship with self, what's the other thing that people are always searching for in this life? They're looking for love from a partner. They're looking for love within family. They're looking for that forever partner, right? The thing is when Father's talking about this, it's very important, okay? The overall energy is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is the representation of a very passionate, very passionate, you know, leader. Okay, this is a good leader. Very passionate, though. I'm getting very passionate about his work, too. But when it comes down to it, what we have here in this sacred relationship to loving yourself, before you can love anybody, you have to love yourself, okay? You have to know that there are 5 different types of love. The one type of love is everybody, how do I explain this without going past the guidelines, okay? The thing is some just want to bump uglies, and that's not love, okay? We need to know also that when it comes to love, it's like, love, you don't have to work so hard, okay? In order to love yourself, that's gradually healing yourself, coming into understanding yourself, breaking down the walls, taking out brick by brick, layer by layer, okay? But you can have love for somebody But being truly in love, it all starts with you. So what we have is the Fool, okay? Now, some of you have been given a spiritual love, okay? And when you look at this, you see that raven holding on to the tail, thinking that, oh, this love's going to get away. This love, this love is meant to be, but it's going to get away. And a lot of you start going into panic mode when it comes to love. A lot of you, you don't understand what it means with the twin flames versus a soul connection versus the karmic. And a lot of people say, oh, I know what that is. The thing is a twin flame is ordained by Father. And if you look at this new beginning, they're up in the heavenly realms, right? They're deeply rooted and grounded. And the message of this is, when it comes to love, a lot of people settle. Okay, a lot of people settle. They don't love themselves enough to understand that you can't just settle. Okay, because if somebody is being mean to you, if somebody, is making you feel this big, that's not love. That's lust. And that's where people are getting the LLs mixed up, right? So Father is saying he wants you to understand a spiritual connection will not be deceptive. It will not be an oppressing narcissist. It will not be narcissistic issues in that relationship. Okay. And love is all about trust. If you can't trust your partner, it's because there's something inside of you that you're not trusting. You're not trusting to speak the truth. You're not trusting whether you're putting out the truth, okay? Whether you're not trusting yourself to be able to communicate your feelings or to communicate trauma that has happened to you. It's like it all plays a significant part. And it's crazy because for the last two reads, all day yesterday and today, we've gotten 6-6. And that's all about pay attention. It's about paying attention, because if you're having them trust issues, you're having them loyalty issues, you're in a loving relationship, but you're thinking about seeing if the grass is greener on the other side, or, crossing them boundaries, there's things that need to heal about you. And that's why you will not get your rewards, okay? 6 is all about growth, and you have to grow and overcome these things. And a lot of people, when it comes to it, a lot of people say, well, I'm in love with this person, but this comes in all the time. And when I say this comes in all the time, it's like when you're in this beautiful, loving connection and everything is going smoothly, what happens? An ex comes back. Why is that? Because you never closed out that cycle. You never healed fully from that cycle. So therefore, your current loving relationship is like a teeter-totter, wanting you to determine, are you going to love yourself enough to say, hey, I'm deserving of somebody who treats me good. I am very deserving to have this unconditional love. But when this ex comes in or shows up, or you're constantly thinking about the ex and you're not getting rewards, it's you making a decision. Do you love yourself enough to say, hey, I'm not going backwards, okay? I'm only going forward because I love myself enough to go forward. A lot of people can't do that, which puts them in the 5 of Pentacles, okay? This is because a lot of you become insecure, all right? A lot of you feel like this loneliness within the relationship. A lot of you have a lot of worry, which starts creating a lot of conflict on your divine path, okay? And as you see, there is no straight line when it comes to this journey. Everything is ups and downs, twists and turns, dips and crevices and cracks and everything else. But ultimately, you have to center yourself with love. And you have to see that these Five of Pentacles and that person coming back is because you didn't finish a cycle. So you're trapped in a love triangle. Okay? That love triangle, Father tries to shield you from that because it's like, are you going to go backwards? Are you going to stop the hands of time? Are you even getting the divine messages? Are you truly centered? Are you trying to climb that mountain? Because somebody who's trying to climb that mountain is, if this past person broke your heart, abused you in any way, why would you want to go back and repeat that cycle? Now, this doesn't go for everybody, okay? So let me bring it in on that sacred relationship. Now, if you've come in contact with your twin flame and you know that it's your twin flame, but your twin flame is not healed, right? There's a lot of adversity, there's karmic cycles, there's deep insecurities, a lot of worry, wounds, the what ifs, but deep in their soul, they're scared because for the first time, they felt a love and actually knew what it was. The beginning of actual love. It's like they were rewarded with this loving feeling that they've never felt before. So as a twin flame, it is a little different. If you're a twin flame and you are in separation, that's the illusion, okay? It's not a separation. It's you're vibrating at two different frequencies, and you're here, divine feminine, waiting for divine masculine to come in and do his work, because he can tell you he's healed. But the thing is if he's still coming forward and saying, look, I know we're meant to be. I know this is for us. I know that love is for us. And we are very abundant and we're protected by spirit, right? There's the key, right? We're protected by spirit, but they're not doing the healing, or they're being very slow at the healing. That is different, because that's a deeper love. That is a soul love that will never be broken. Now, when this happens, this is because, and take the energy how it resonates, this is because on that sacred relationship, they're coming into who they are. They're overcoming these insecurities and these worries, right? And while they do that, Father put the gate up to the divine path to even become anywhere close to you, because you're deeply rooted and grounded. You see things from a higher perspective. You illuminate everything. You do not hesitate, right? And it's like you keep getting victory after victory after victory. And it's like they see you having the courage to do these things. And you're sitting there on the fence waiting and going, okay, are we going to have that new beginning? Is our spiritual love really going to bring this together like it's supposed to, because you're going to do the healing? Or are you going to keep letting this stiff competition come in, which is third-party situations, which is them past people, the karmic, wheel? Are you going to keep going after that? Because ultimately in love with the Six of Cups, it's like they have massive, beautiful memories of you, right? So when you look at it, the Two of Cups is that partnership, right? The Three of Cups, when you're looking at the Three of Cups, this is, out in the community, this is other people. But the Ace of Cups, divine masculine has to have that compassion for himself. Because see, he can look divine feminine in the face and be like, yeah, you speak love, you are love, you're everything, you're the purity of love, you're deeply rooted and grounded, and you're very connected. But when you look at this, it's like having to go through the phases. And going through these phases, you can't take things for granted. Now, what I'm getting is a lot of you in a loving connection have been cheated on, have been talked down on, okay? And that's why we have the suspension card. And it falls right under the Five of Pentacles of the fact that you will be suspended in midair until you make the sacrifices. Because as you see right there with the watch, time is fluid, okay? There is no time in heaven. That's on the worldly plane. So when divine masculine or divine feminine, take it how it resonates, but they say, well, I need more time. Time is fluid. You can make them change just as quick as you change your underwear. It's, are you wanting to put in the hard work? Or are you wanting to be caught up, hung up, stopped, holding on to a love, wanting this person to wait for you, all because they gave you a new beginning to feel love? But you're going to sit here and procrastinate. You're going to take your time. When divine feminine, I'm hearing it's like she's been sitting at that gate waiting for you, watching out in the distance. You know, are you getting closer? Are you doing the work? Are you really balancing them emotions, because you have so much turmoil deep down? It's not, she's not overlooking that. She knows that you have that because your twin has gone through the same thing. Your twin has gone through the same thing. The fact of, this is the strawberry moon, or what we call the eye in the sky, which is our father. But you see how the dragon, see the dragon? The dragon has got divine masculine, because it's like, he did not know what love was. He did not know what love was to love himself. Yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, sweetheart. The thing is this divine masculine didn't know how to love. And I'm hearing that as time went on, it's like he thought he knew what love was until he experienced with a true divine feminine. And I'm hearing his twin flame. He could feel the difference. Now he craves that. He craves it. He cherishes it. He adores it. He wants it. But he feels blocked. He feels like, how do I come forward? And Father is saying, look, you have to be able to give. You have to be able to grow. You have to love yourself enough to listen to that heart and stop being in the head. Stop suspending yourself. Stop blocking your path and saying, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but will you pick up? Will you answer me? Will you reject me? Stop with the back and forth. Stop with the Five of Swords. This is, you're creating your own conflict in your head. You're creating tension within your soul. And that's what's making you feel defeated and depleted. But when you look at this, Father is saying the one sword that stands is the sword of truth. Confirmation. Let me get that out of there. Confirmation. Divine masculine is trying to hold that sword of truth because he wants to come and speak his truth to divine feminine. He wants to express his love. But he has so much conflict in his head. And he's got so many wounds, as you can see. Look at all the wounds, okay? He's got all these wounds. But you are that beacon of light that has been showing him and telling him, hey, be that phoenix, rise above. Because these two swords that are down here, that are laying in a cross, like X marks the spot, right? But you have the one sword that he's trying to pick up. It's like, because he's trying to be able to speak that truth of how he truly feels about you, how he truly wants this commitment, okay? Because on a soul level, as a twin flame, he's now seeing that no matter how many third parties or how many people that, he deters off and goes and does his thing, he could be with them and he comes back thinking about you. Right here, the Two of Swords that lay with the X on the ground is him making a choice. Him feeling stuck and stagnant to actually pick up the truth and take that leap of faith. You see that cliff? You see that cliff? That's that new beginning. He's trying to hang on thinking divine feminine is going to be the one to carry him through. And Father says that's not how it works. In order to have a new beginning with the Seven of Wands, it's like you have to persevere forward through all this conflict, through all this tension, through all that defeat. Because in the end, you will get that happy home. You will have your twin flame. You will have that forever love who understands you, who is loyal, who will never do anything that the karmics did, okay? They will never do what the karmics did because this is a diamond in a rock pile. And the reason why I say diamond in the rock pile is because divine feminine keeps working so hard on herself to create that stable foundation. But you see here on the path, right? Okay. She led divine masculine to the path. He chose otherwise. He chose otherwise, right? So the divine put up the gate until he becomes deeply rooted and grounded in him. But when you look at it, it's like he's thinking in his head, well, she's way far up there. She's too far ahead. I'm not worthy of her. It's like I'm not deserving of her love. But you see in the background, you see the purple haze in the background. That's Father coming in and saying, no, you can have that happy home. I've been trying to illuminate it for you. It's like I have been watching you be suspended in midair, having that passion for love. You want that love because you feel this loneliness. But ultimately, you have that locket for your divine feminine or divine masculine. Take the energy how it resonates. But you can't hold on. You can't hold on to that love and not do the work. You can't do that. You have to balance things out. It's all in divine timing. This is being able to fulfill the cups. The temperance is coming in. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. They're showing me. 7:05. Okay. God is giving you a new beginning. And this is saying, look, you're asking divine feminine to be patient while you work through this stuff. And she's influenced you to be confident, take things in moderation, stay balanced, do good. And it's like, excuse me, I'm hearing divine masculine saying, well, I know we have a purpose together. I know I can feel it. We're meant to be, right? But he's sitting here worrying about is divine feminine. He's all up in the emotions. And this is where he needs to take that passion and that motion and needs to be that good leader and follow his heart, his fourth chakra. It's like take that motion. If you feel the passion to reach out, to admit your wrongs, to apologize, you're going to see that gate is going to be moved further out down the path, okay? Because that's one of the things that is keeping you stuck and creating all this tension. Is like you want to be able to speak to divine feminine face to face, which is fine. But divine masculine, when you thought divine feminine was going to chase you, that's lust, that's ego, that's pride. A true divine feminine don't do in that. She sits in her throne knowing that your road is blocked until you do the work. Knowing that she has given you every opportunity, every ample opportunity to have that benevolence time and time again to push forward so that you can be rewarded and have exactly what you've been asking for that diamond in a rock pile, okay? To be able to move in with your divine feminine, to be able to have that happy life, have that family and everything. But right here, you do not trust means you do not trust your divine feminine, means you do not trust yourself. You are holding on to them wounds, but you're telepathically saying that you're healed. Because when you look at it, I see everything becomes illuminated. And the wands are all about that motion forward. It's about having that passion. But I'm telling you, you have a divine purpose. So family, and that sacred relationship with yourself is what brings you into that sacred relationship with your twin flame. Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't believe in that twin flame stuff and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Your natal chart says different. Okay, so you can have your worldly beliefs, but what God writ in that blueprint is everything's lined up for you. Everything's lined up for you. Ooh, all right, what else do we need to know, Father? Ooh, yeah. Look, at the bottom, we have the Four of Swords and the Death card, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Woo, I'm telling you, Father says you need to put that stuff to rest. You're now blocking yourself, okay? Being in your head like that, these wands are walking sticks. These wands all have the chakras on them to move forward with you. But by you not putting things to rest, you are making the bars. You are turning your life cold. You're not truly illuminating. And you see how you're turning away from it because it's like, nope, I don't want to deal with this. This is too much pain. This is too much hurt. I don't want to deal with it. The thing is, get the bulldozer and come in and tear that wall down. Tear that wall down. Put a death to it. Because when you put a death to it, you may feel like your wings have been clipped. But you see the warmth and vitality of our Father coming through. You may feel that divine feminine, oh, she don't love me anymore. You see how that chunk of the heart fell out? The thing is you're not loving yourself. So you're projecting that for the divine feminine. That's where you need to put it to rest. And once you put it to rest, you will manifest that beautiful home, that beautiful marriage, that beautiful life, everything that you wanted with the divine feminine. Knowing that this is your twin flame, you will have it. Because you see how the path completely cleared? See the difference when you love yourself versus not loving yourself? Versus having that self-confidence to know that you can move forward and you are being blessed by the divine. Because now divine masculine is seeing the divine feminine being able to use that benevolence time and time again to persevere forward with resilience on her path, right? She has no blockages. She is free. She has that freedom and liberation to roam, okay? Roam and plant seeds, because that's exactly what I'm seeing. Cultivate and plant seeds. Divine feminine has learned to cultivate. She don't hold on to energy, negative energy. She don't hold on to negative toxic energy. She don't hold on to negative people in her life. And she doesn't hold on to that negative past. That's where it's blocking you. That's where it's blocking you. This is where it needs to be illuminated. Because right now you are not bearing any good fruit whatsoever. But see, divine feminine has trusted and believed in you, waited for you, planted seeds, cultivated, planted more seeds, And it has been waiting. And that's very significant when it comes into that sacred relationship with you. It's like, can you put in the work? Are you willing to put in the work? Or are you going to keep being that player energy? Are you going to keep going and picking other karmic temptations? Okay? Because temptation is the devil's work. Okay? And a lot of people may come in and say, well, yeah, I've got devil energy in me, and I'm thinking this, and I'm feeling this, and I'm in a dark place. I'm very lonely. No. Inside, you are like that mushy little teddy bear, okay? You just don't want people to see the interior like Divine Feminine sees. You only show them the exterior, that I'm okay, I'm putting on this facade, I'm A-okay, everything's good, everything's great. But inside, you're screaming, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Why are you lying to her? Why are you trying to tell her everything is okay? It's because he doesn't love himself. He's learning how to love himself. He's having that new beginning to learn how to love himself. And that greatest reward is coming in with the Divine Feminine or the Divine Masculine. Take the energy how it resonates. But when Father speaks of this, he's also showing me 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 14. Let me see. Hold on. He's talking about Corinthians. Hold on. Thank you, Father, because see, this is why Father showed me 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 14. It says, for the unbelieving husband is made holy because of his wife. And the unbelieving wife is made holy because of her husband. Otherwise, your children would be unclean. But as it is, they are holy. So this is saying Divine Feminine has already known for many past lives. Many past lives. She's just been truly waiting for that new beginning. She has been truly waiting for that new beginning in order for Divine Masculine to see that this Seven of Wands, this gate that has been put up there is no stiff competition. Divine Feminine doesn't want anybody else. She wants victory with Divine Masculine. She has the courage to speak it raw, blunt. And her energy that she pulled back from Divine Masculine, this is where he feels it even more. And that's why Father said, for the unbelieving husband, because even though you may not be married now, I'm hearing that the Divine Masculine is in his emotions and he feels so regretful for what he did to the Divine Feminine, okay? He feels horrible for what he did. But he doesn't have the courage. He doesn't have the courage because he went through a lot of transformation. I mean, he made a lot of upgrades. He made a lot of changes within his addiction situation and everything else I'm hearing. But when it comes to it, when it comes to this happy family, when it comes to that diamond in a rock pile, he has to love himself enough to look to the sky and talk to our Father and say, Father, yes, she gives me that warmth and vitality feeling. She gives me hope. She brings out my accomplishments. She helps me with being successful with myself. And I have this great satisfaction being able to communicate to her because she knows me better than I know myself. But this is all about that happy marriage. And that's why Father gave me 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 14, where it says, for the unbelieving husband is made holy because of his wife. And the unbelieving wife is made holy because of her husband. Otherwise, the children would be unclean. But as it is, they are holy. So They are holy, whether divine masculine wants to see it or not, because like I said, he thinks he's in this devilish energy. But that's not who God created him to be. On the exterior, he wants to put that on because he doesn't want people knowing his business. He's private like his divine feminine. He doesn't want people knowing his business, especially his hurt, his trauma, his pain, his abandonment issues, and everything else. He doesn't want anybody else to know that. But it's like when Father shows me that 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 14, at one time, before divine feminine had her new beginning, and what divine masculine has done for many past lives, and even in this 3D matrix or the 3D playground called Earth, they may have come together and it could have been a very strong bond, but he went and kept lying and lying and lying and doing divine feminine dirty with a third party situation. That's because he had so much conflict and defeat within himself that he, having all these battle wounds, didn't think that he was good enough for divine feminine. And this love, you don't have to work so hard when it's true love. It flows naturally. It flows beautifully. And it's like you can walk together. Because when you see the difference between divine feminine and divine masculine, okay, divine feminine was once there with the twists and turns, the ups and downs, the cracks, the crevices, the big potholes and impasses and everything in her path, right? So she once was where divine masculine is now. But she focused on herself. She loved herself enough to say, hey, I am worthy and deserving of this. Look at how straight her path is. And that does not mean that she's perfect. What that means is when divine masculine thought divine feminine was going to chase after him and play the runner chaser game, no, divine feminine, she already stood in her high priestess power. She's like, no, I'm not chasing after you. And that alone put divine masculine suspended up in the air, because he was like, wait a minute. All these other women would run after me. They would chase after me and beg me, and it would boost my ego, and it would just make that pride button go boom, boom, boom. But divine feminine didn't do that. And man, energetically, did I ever feel defeated, depleted. And that's when he realized his heart lied to him. His heart lied to him because he tried in his mind, swords are all about the mental mind. He tried to lie to himself and say, oh no, I'm not in love with her. Nope, she's obsessed with me. But the sword of truth is this is the first time of him having that new beginning, feeling a love so profound, so deep, heart, mind, and soul beyond, okay? It's like divine feminine kept giving. And now divine masculine is paying attention big time, okay? He's paying attention and making these big changes because he sees now his heart lied to him. His heart lied to him because he had all them wounds. And this is why it's important to come into the sacred relationship with who you are and love yourself. Love yourself for the mistakes that you call mistakes, okay? Because to me, they're not mistakes, they're lessons. And when he felt like a failure because of what he did to divine feminine, she didn't see him as a failure. She saw him as finding the answers in learning and understanding real evolution, his real growth, to be giving back as much unconditional love as divine feminine was giving to him. Because I can tell you, his karmic lesson Oh no, they did each other dirty. I mean, downright dirty. Get the shovel, get the shit pail, okay? Because all time stopped for divine masculine. All time stopped. And he saw these tower moments after tower moments after tower moments. And when he actually started putting things to rest, oops, hold on, I'm trying to get it up. After he started putting things to rest and feels like he had to not only have this ego death, but he had to have this pride death, okay? And it's like that love that he didn't have for himself, he was like now learning how to love himself and putting these old things to rest. And looking over his shoulder and saying, Divine Feminine, can you see what I'm doing? She says, I see every move that you've been doing. I see everything that you have been doing. You don't have to speak it, okay? Because Divine Feminine, if they were in any type of conversation, Divine Feminine could say things that Divine Masculine couldn't have the guts, the balls, or the glory to spit it out, right? She called him out. She didn't play games. And now I'm hearing, now he respects her. This is that communication, okay? Now he's watching her in the community and his emotions are becoming even stronger, where he's wanting to take this motion. He's wanting to communicate. And that's a sacred relationship. And everybody might be going, well, what does this have to do with learning how to love yourself or having these sacred relationships? This is the valid point. You don't always get what you want. Father will give you what you need, but if you're not doing the work, if you refuse to pay attention to the deeper meaning of what's going on and overlook it, you're going to feel stuck and stagnant. You're going to feel like you're suspended in midair going, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And the fact is Divine Feminine had said it many past lives ago, right? Of the fact that spirit, this is a spiritual connection. And you can see on there, see the spiritual teams protecting Divine Feminine every step of the way. But this person, this Divine Masculine, is very intuitive, like his Divine Feminine. But he's like, how? How? So then, when Father showed me on the divine, on the purpose, balancing things out, fulfilling the cups, okay? You have 705, which is Father giving you that new beginning. And then when you look at here, it's like, wow. You see 5, and it's 35 minutes after 5, right? 35 minutes. So this is Father saying, in order for you to have that new beginning, you need to make change. You need to be able to trust not only our Father, but you need to be able to trust yourself. Because he now knows that he can definitely trust his Divine Feminine, because there's things that she said that he's going, that makes sense now. That truly makes sense. So what else do we need to know, Father? I'm telling you, 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. See, Divine Feminine has had an attitude of gratitude for the journey because she's already went through all of this. It's like, I don't know how to say it, but the way that it comes in, it's like Divine Masculine was like a late bloomer when it come to the spiritual realm. Okay? But he wasn't a late bloomer when it came to building his empire. Okay? But the Nine of Pentacles, Divine Feminine's looking at Divine Masculine with the spiritual team and saying, have that attitude of gratitude, because the whole time, the spiritual team has been with Divine Feminine, trying to show Divine Masculine the way. And every time, and I'm hearing right here too, sometimes he even like pierced the divine, okay? Stabbed the divine in the back, saying all of these things when he should have had an attitude of gratitude and had that sacred relationship with self. Ooh, let's see what the guardian angels want to say. Confirmation. Let me get that out of there. All right. What do we need to know for the confirmation? What do we need to know for the confirmation? Look. Divine Feminine knows Divine Masculine is the cream of the crop. So when he sits there and bounces back and forth, well, please wait for me. Don't be with nobody else. You're mine. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Look. She was nurturing to you for a reason. This is a spiritual connection. She is a divine feminine. She plants the seeds in hopes that they grow. And that's where the new beginning comes out. That's where the new beginning is because, oh, thank you, Father. Wow. So when she was waiting for Divine Masculine to step into his powers, you see the X's and the O's? That is about that unconditional love. Do you see the X's on the one garment and O's on the other? Yes. Hello, Glory. Welcome, so family. We greatly appreciate you. And it's about that unconditional love. Because when you truly love yourself, you don't put conditions on love whatsoever. You don't tell somebody, oh, you can't do that, or you can't go here, or you can't dress like that, you can't do this, you can't do that. No. That's putting conditions on love, and that's not how love works. Love is bringing justice, balance, having that communication, understanding that no matter what happens, there is this equality, that you are both here to honor each other, honor yourself, create that harmony, walk in that righteousness to nurture the connection, put in and balance it out, okay? Instead of one giving and one taking, it's like you have to balance it out. Yes, amen, Deja, yes. And Divine Masculine needs to stop listening to his friends. Because the people that were whispering in his ear, because I'm hearing that he was like talking to his friends about, you know, how he really misses you and this and that. And they're like, oh, do you really want to go back to that? But they don't understand what the twin flame connection is. They don't understand how Divine Masculine got his wish to come true. And so when you give that self-love, which he's now learning, okay, because the beginning card came out twice, but now he is learning on a spiritual level how to love thyself, how to have that sacred relationship with himself, instead of being this angry, aggressive, you know, attacking and everything else, because I'm hearing that he has been trying to change himself for a while now, you know, because he's trying to follow the divine light. What else do we have, Father? What else do we have? Yeah. So the compassion in his soul right now is he's like, Divine Feminine, with these two cards that are coming out, this is Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel. Okay, so he's now starting to bring things to the calmer waters, and he's now starting to have compassion and thinking about the way he treated his divine feminine, right? And he's wanting to nurture her more because this is now his mind, his heart, and his body are all balancing out, as with the temperance, to have that new beginning that God promised him. It was going to be a divine flow, but he had to grow because divine feminine had already been doing it. That's weird. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Comfort. Whoo. I don't know why I'm hearing divine masculine say that, but so when it comes to comfort, it's like I'm hearing your divine light has comforted me. It has comforted my heart, mind, and soul because you know how to balance everything out. It's like you know how to clean up things that I don't know how to clean up. And I'm asking you, can you please help me break down these walls, but slowly, because I don't want to get scared. I don't want to run away, right? He's wanting you to break them down slowly with him and to be able to communicate face to face so that that loving comfort that you have for him, he can give you that loving comfort back. And it's all about slow and steady wins the race, like the King of Pentacles, right? And being a service to each other. It's being a service to each other and inspiring them to be that greatest version. And I don't know why my video just blanked out like that. Nice. Oh, hold on. And that's beautiful, Miss Deja. Yes, that's beautiful. You have a roommate for that. Yeah, see, and the fact is for being that light, it's like when you feel that you like Glory, like you're saying, you know, he's got a roommate for that and everything else. The thing is whether it's an animal, whether it's a child, whether it's a friend, a roommate, whatever, it's like that is not going to match up with you as the divine feminine, because the divine feminine and the divine masculine are meant to be together as a twin flame. Okay, that's why Father gave us 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 14. Yeah, but it's the self-beliefs that's got to go. You have to learn how to nurture yourself and have that sacred relationship with our Father and with yourself in order to start having them sacred relationships, you know, and your twin flame to come in. Woo-wee. Yeah, so that's right. You do matter. You do matter. And the guidance that is coming through, it's like forgive. Forgive, because even though he chose her, does not mean that you are an option. Okay? It just means that he was not done learning his karmic lessons to see that that relationship is not protected like yours relationship is. Okay? He's going to see that things will not go with the flow because he needs to heal. And when he heals, that's when he'll be on the purpose, right? These two cards, all about your purpose. Yeah, and that's the thing, because it's like when you forgive, it's because you love yourself enough to know that you're worthy and deserving. Never, never, never. If they're going through and they're choosing other people, and that person, that you belong with is tempted by somebody on the outside, it's all because of lust. All right. It's like, what can I get from this person? But overall, Father is saying that they did not learn their karmic lessons. They're still in that player energy. They're afraid of commitment. They have insecurities. They're constantly worrying. And so they masquerade it and distract themselves by repeating the cycle over and over and over again. Yes, Miss Deja. Yes, that's right. Because if he's your twin, he's meant to come back. That passion will never leave. Okay. It will grow stronger and stronger. But when you pull your energy back and stop worrying about what he's doing, who he's with, and what's going on, and you pull your energy back, you're going to see that if he's meant for you, it's going to come forward. Okay. When you start working on yourself, it's going to come even stronger. When you completely pull your energy back and there is no communication, you're not worrying and you're not saying things or doing anything that has anything to do to worry about what's going on over there. That's that self-love. Okay. That is that sacred relationship with self. And that's going to put them thinking, oh my gosh, she's no longer chasing me. She's no longer after me. She's becoming stronger. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yep. They always, and it's beautiful because love came out with Archangel Michael about protecting, okay? And that's beautiful, sweetheart. That's beautiful because you know what? It's like he was expecting you to chase him. And you're actually running from him and working on you, not responding, not having anything to do. And when it comes in, Father's gonna tell you, he will bring justice. Because now he's got to balance out. Because it's like a magnetic pull. Yeah. And my grandmother said something kind of similar. It's like, if you love somebody enough to let them go and completely let them go, don't worry, don't even think about it, nothing. You let them go and do their thing. It doesn't matter how many people, how many relationships that they were in. You let all of that go and focus on you. Keep that passion on you. Keep that love on you. Okay? Nurture yourself and know that you are very deserving and very worthy. And the way that they treated you is not good. But you forgive them because you are doing the healing and you can move forward while they're being swallowed by the emotions right now because they're wondering why this person that loved me so much now has no thoughts of me. Do you think of me? Now it's going in their head and they're thinking about, well, does this person even care about me anymore? Will they give me a second chance? And all these things start playing to where what happens? Justice is called, and that relationship that they stepped out on you to be in crumbles like apple crumble. Sweet, sad, but it's all because you healed. And when you heal, I'm telling you, you pull back all your energy and you literally say it out loud. I'm pulling back all my energy and any toxic energy that's coming to me, I return it to sender. Because if they start talking bad about you or they start doing any of that, right away, it flops right back on them. Right back on them. All right, so what else do we need to know? Yeah, stand in your power. Stand in your power. Put you first, because it is not selfish to put you first, to love yourself, to come into that sacred relationship with yourself and with Father in order to have what's meant for you come in, okay? It is not selfish by any means. Right. See what I'm saying? Forward movement, because it's God's support telling you it is not selfish to love yourself, to pull your energy back and say, listen, you're not going to sit here and drain my energy and keep me in my mind and make me flop back and forth, because I'm getting the divine guidance that I will have a new beginning if we're meant to be. Yes, beautiful, Glory. Yes, absolutely. And return all negative energy back to sender, because you don't know who's sending it to you. But this way, you're not getting bad karma for saying, well, I'm sending all this negative energy to this person. No, you just say, return it back to sender. And that way you don't get bad karma. You don't get repercussions. Yes, yes. Look, break free, have clear thinking. Yes, beautiful. Yes, Glory. That way it's returned back to sender. Nobody can step in, because your divine masculine will balance his emotions out. He will have a new beginning to be able to nurture himself by following the guidance of, wow, she's not chasing me no more, and she's running away from me. And that's all about being in alignment, right? That's accepting who you are meant to be and loving your sacred relationship with self, right? And that's the truth be spoken. The truth be spoken. Yes, because we are no longer going to be broken. The truth is spoken. We are moving forward, and we don't need no tokens, right? Because we're speaking our truth. We're moving forward. Yes, Miss Deja. Yes, beautiful. I love it. So, family, you are putting in all the hard work, and that says a lot, because it is showing you know your worth, you know you're deserving, and you are not going to let other people break you down, any energy harvest off of you, suck the energy out of you, and deplete you and defeat you. You are moving forward. All right, let's get the postcard and see what's going on here. It says, dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting, amazing. Did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of the unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you would like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall in place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets very messy. You act very messy, and your world stays in massive chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate the circumstances. Instead, learn about what it is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open and conquer it. Then you can decide whether you want to stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. But overall, you have that final decision about your growth. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself free from others. Loving you so much, always and forever. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because here's the other thing that Father just brought in too. And he's saying, listen, when somebody comes into the presence of you and you have done your healing, you have done your work, and they have come into the presence of you and they start seeing little blessings in their life come through, the fact is, don't let them take you for granted, because if they're pulled out of your life, their blessings will stop. Hardship will start coming in over and over and over until they have that realization that you gave unconditional love. Okay? So make sure that you understand that you are a chosen one. You are blessed. And people need to see that when you pull your energy back, it is a privilege to be in your energy. Okay? So you use your discernment on who you bring on in that inner circle. Okay? Just so we know. All right, let's get this next postcard. It says, "Dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone?" Remember when I said heart, mind, and soul? Wow. "We are here to tell you we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for God, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, it means you heard us. Inspiration means God is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion." Wow, that's beautiful. "To keep it going so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are on earth. Your purpose is to discover your spiritual nature and bring forth through your efforts whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so, so loved." Now, this is exactly what we're talking about, is like that self-discovery, that sacred relationship, that unconditional love. Being that chosen one, being through all your experiences, pull your energy back, go into isolation, okay? And while you're on your spiritual journey, if people are wanting information and everything else, no. Keep it between you and Father. Keep it between you and the spiritual realm of what you're working on, so that somebody doesn't have a way that they can come in and block you, okay? So let's get this last one. "Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting some overtime in will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it and start healing yourself. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you will feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected." Isn't that amazing to know that doing the hard work, everything will show forth? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold in our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. Loving you so, so much. Make that fulfillment happen. Perfect. Yes. Yes, Glory. Yes, Miss Deja. The thing is pulling your energy back, following your passions, being inspired to keep doing your healing, nurturing yourself, is making you stronger for your purpose. And that means when you are building that, it's like you now will become a service to others for that healing testimony, to say, you know, it's like my life stayed in this rut and I felt like I was a car just flinging and roostering mud all over the place all the time, and I couldn't get out of this chaos until I went into that sacred relationship with me and with our Father. That's when I started seeing things change. That's when I saw different things take place, that it was like, whoa, Bunny Love 444 is telling the truth, sword of truth. Yes, beautiful. Yes, Glory, absolutely. So family, that is the way to do it. Rock it out. Go for it. You know, it's like, don't stop being you, okay? And love you enough to say, hey, if somebody wants to call you selfish because you're focusing on you, you've done more than enough focusing on everybody else, helping them with their problems, their situations, and everything else. Focus on you with that self-love. But if you have a passion, there's something you want to do, go for it. Go for it. And if it doesn't work out, don't be discouraged. Have that benevolence to move forward. Persevere forward and say, okay, this didn't work out. What do I need to do to go in there and make the pivotal changes to redesign, co-create my passion of what I want to do? And it will come to you. You will be able to do it. Okay? So do not get discouraged if it does not work the first time. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because I had a few things that I was like, okay, well, this is what I need to do, right? So I did it. And every time that I was doing it, it was like I hit that brick wall. Well, that was Father's way of saying, look, you are greater than that. Think outside the box. Go bigger. Go bigger. Absolutely, Glory. Yes. At least you can say that you tried, but do not give up. Do not stop that passion. Take that passion up another notch and be like, okay, it didn't work out this way. Let's analyze it. Let's do some pivotal changes. Let's dress it up a little bit and dive in and get it. I guarantee you it's going to come out a winner. It's going to come out very successful. Absolutely. All right, so family, so like I said, your keyword tonight is love, L-O-V-E, okay? Love is the key word, and this is where it's important. This is where it's important. Focus on you. 2024 is all about trusting and believing that God has a greater plan for you. And some of these people are not meant to come with you, okay? So if you want to hold on to these people from the past that are no longer serving you, then you will spend 2024 going through that cycle again. And it will be recycled and recycled until you learn that lesson. But if you keep doing what we're here to do, so family, keep growing, keep flowing, keep moving forward, right? 2024 is going to be the biggest year for blessings to just fall on your lap. Well, okay, so when it comes to that, wow, okay. So when it comes to that, if you're going to be with him, okay, Father's saying you got to be able to put the resources together, because if you're questioning, is this person going to be my forever? That's when you have to look at it and be like, yeah, I don't know. Because if you have to question if that's going to be your person, then something's telling me that their healing hasn't fully come about, okay? Now, I know it's hard for a lot of people to really grasp and take that in. But see, I won't sit and say, oh yeah, that's your twin flame, or yeah, that's your soulmate. No, go within. Don't use your mind. Follow your heart. What is your heart telling you? Does your heart give you feelings of this person that you've never had with anybody else? Yes, sweetheart. And that's the one thing that I can say, is I can't say that that's going to be your person, because he has free will. Okay? And his free will, he could choose another direction. He could choose somebody else, and that will deter his whole path, right? That's why I say go into you. Okay, so if it was a past person and you think that he may come back forward, that means that you have to do a little more healing, okay? You have to do a little more healing, because if a past person's coming in and it's not your twin flame, I mean, you will know if it's your twin flame, because that person will have so much similarities of you. It's like two different bodies in one soul. It's like you will be able to think for each other, speak for each other. You'll have so much in common. You'll be able to understand on a much deeper level. I mean, there's so many variables when it comes to you knowing if it's your twin flame versus a soulmate versus a karmic contract. That's right. That's right, Purple Bird. And I know that for that one for a fact. I see it, feel it, know it with every well-being of my spiritual connection with my soul family. That one I know for a fact. Okay, Gloria, yes, that's perfect. So if you know that that's your person and they give you them butterfly effects, right? They make you abundant. Yes. That is the reward. Because see, like with me, I know who my twin flame is. I know who my twin flame is, but I don't know. All I can say is he's got some healing to do in order for him to even come back in my energy, because he's like being that chicken and creating his own burdens and not taking responsibility of doing what he needs to do. So when he does that, then he'll be able to come forward. And when he comes forward, he's going to see that everything is going to be balanced out. Everything that he had in his head of that immature energy with the Knight of Wands, he's going to see that that passion never left. Energetically, that connection is still there. That adventure is ready to rock and roll, right? So it's just about being able to have that confidence and say, look, I'm doing my healing, but I'm not going to let my trauma and my turmoil stop me, because it doesn't stop him from being abundant and co-creating and all of that stuff. So don't use the excuse that it is stopping you for the divine feminine. And I say this all the time, so excuse me, but like I said, I keep it 1000%, raw. But if he can change his underwear every day, he can make them changes within. It doesn't have to prolong for, 5-10 years. Okay. It doesn't have to prolong, because if he can change his underwear and he can take a shower and he brushes his teeth every day, he can go in and have that strength, which I know he's doing. Okay. I feel it. And I feel a lot of his anxiety too. Okay. Good night, Purple Bird. Greatly appreciate you, so family. Yes. And that's the thing. For years, it's like, but that is the sword of truth, right? That is the sword of truth, because he's waiting for me to be able to give some type of communication, and spiritually, that ain't going to happen. He's the one that is in the healing process. He's the one that betrayed, hurt, deceived, lied, manipulated, and he's got to be the one to show that he's healed enough where he reaches out. Because I'm hearing the sword of truth is always coming out, and it's saying, soul family, I'm going through it just like you are. But the sword of the truth, and the sword of truth is saying, look, it's like if he's worried what we're going to say or how it's going to go, stop projecting, because that gives you that eject button to eject yourself energetically, to eject yourself from even being in the vicinity energetically with the divine feminine. And when that happens, you become in your motion, or you become unbalanced in your emotions as the sword of truth comes out, and Father will give divine feminine somebody else with the attitude of gratitude. Okay, because there's somebody, yeah, Seven of Cups coming in right now. It's like he's almost directionless without the divine feminine. Okay, but this is where he's courageous, he's strong, he's resilient. Look, Eight of Pentacles. He needs to make the changes. He needs to make the changes. He needs to learn the trade of what's going on, and that's the sword of truth. I'm telling you, he's got to be the one, you know, and if he's sitting there saying, nope, she's got to be the one to contact me, well, that energy right there, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, because for some of you, soul family, that have put in that nurturing, unconditional love, loyalty, you know, and true commitment and dedication and energetically, you put it in, you got the messages, you knew exactly what was going on. You knew what was going down before it even happened, and he couldn't even speak the truth, right? It's because you already learned the trade. You already knew. So it has to be energetically that understanding of, look, for the Hermit to come out, that inner strength, you know, he's the one emotionally that withdrawed, okay? He was the one that was cautious to everything, while Divine Feminine was vulnerable because he had all that trauma. And that is the truth of the truth. The thing that he doesn't understand is Divine Feminine knows, because they've had similar situations, just different people, places, and times. But that's how you know with your twin, right? So emotionally, he's getting it now that, oh, well, I need to make something happen because I lack that commitment. You know, I lack that commitment. I didn't take motion. It's like it scared the EBGBs out of me energetically. I never felt a connection like that before. And so spiritually, when he was getting the messages, he was like, whoa, mama, what's going down, Charlotte Brown? What is going down? But as soon as he felt you pull your energy away, that's when the depression and the anxiety and stuff sat in. That's when he became very emotionally disturbed, because of the fact you were no longer there to be that ray of light for him. You were no longer there encouraging him to stay strong and be that noble, you know, great leader. Okay? So it's like he was in this darkness because of the choices that he made. So he needs to be able to make the choice to illuminate the things that he did and pull himself out of that Nine of Swords, of that depression, that anxiety, and that despair. Because when he does that, it's like that cruelty that he did to his Divine Feminine, he's going to see forgiveness is a huge thing. And that's the difference between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. That's right. That's right, because her light shines. She's passionate. She comes from the heart. She's true. And she don't give up. She's a fighter. She's a fighter. That's the thing. What did I tell you? She don't give up. She shines her light and is a great influencer, and that extraordinary centered, communicated, that can climb the mountain and holds true to her divine masculine. Holds true. Plants it deep in there and puts it right in the mountaintop and says, guess what? This is mine. From the divine. Yeah, it's beautiful. But yes, got to get through them tower moments that he's going through right now and have that courage. Have that courage. Stop going back and forth saying, well, should I or shouldn't I? I write you messages, but I delete them. That's like, I'm taking you into the candy store. You pick any candy you want, but you have to put it back before we get to the counter. Okay? Logically, nah. No. He's got to see things from a different perspective. Divine Feminine is not the same Divine Feminine that he met and had that connection with. She's leveled up so much. Yes, look. She's leveled up so much. She has gotten over that heartbreak that he did. She has forgiven him. She was no longer taking offers from somebody who did not want to reciprocate and be that giver back, right? She was not going to allow him to juggle her. So the fact is she had the strength to turn her back on him. And you see how this is all set up? Because the divine said, don't worry. Your Ace of Pentacles is right here. Your stable foundation is right here. He will not juggle you because the Three of Pentacles is teamwork makes the dream work, baby. You have to get up and bust a move. You can't sit on your duff and think you're tough, right? You have to make progress. You have to discover. You have to bring in that balance. You need to be strong. Absolutely. And when you do that work, I'm telling you, hot diggity dog, high five. I'm telling you, I get so excited. Look, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Look, because he's now seeing that he still stands in his power. He has become more disciplined and more controlled of understanding my Divine Feminine, she ain't gonna take no BS from me, no manipulation. She knows when I'm lying, so I've got to speak the truth. But she is my world. She is my love. She is my light. Our stars are aligned in the cosmos, in the ether. Why? Because that King of Pentacles, look at, he's been sitting there trying to manifest and manifest and manifest. Look at him. Look at his Emperor's like, hubba, hubba, baby. What's up? What's up? That's because he's learned to love himself now. He's becoming stronger at loving himself. I'm telling you, it's beautiful, so family. Yeah. No more of that betrayal. He does not want to betray his Divine Feminine no more. He is very regretful. He is very sorry. He wants to say it face to face. And he's like, Divine Feminine, could you look me in the eyes? I am so sorry for everything that I did. Everything that I did to hurt you when you were so nurturing. And everything I did to you, man, was he getting it right back at him tenfold. I'm telling you, Father was handing it right back to him. Handing it to him. Yep. And that's where he had to make the decision. I need to illuminate this. I need to have the strength to come to my Divine Feminine and break down that gate that I created. He created that gate. He created that conflict and tensions, right? But he didn't know he was messing with the High Priestess. He didn't know that she was an infinite being who was very, very centered in everything that was going on because she had the divine by her side. I'm telling you, Three of Wands, that's that communication. She was giving Divine Masculine that preparation and that foresight. And he was scared. He was scared, and you know, he don't like to admit it. He thought that he could be the magician and pull one over on a high priestess, and it was like, oh no, no, honey. Oh no, 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 no. Can't do that. She uses her resources. I don't want them burdens to fall back on you. Stop doing it. And that's when telepathically he got the clear thinking. Okay? He stood in his power. Look. Yin yang twin flame baby right here. The sun and the moon. Divine feminine and divine masculine. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Huh. Wow. That's beautiful. All right, so family, that is the beautiful read about loving yourself. Come into that sacred relationship with you. And whether you're divine masculine or divine feminine, if you've been sitting there teeter-tottering and sitting out and playing out in this 3D playground, okay, what we call Earth, and you haven't made that decision yet, you better step up and make that decision here soon, because Father is talking about that attitude of gratitude. Somebody is eyeballing. And when I say eyeballing, that means Father can change your destiny and make it so in this lifetime, just like many past lives, you won't be able to come together with your twin, because Father's going to create that tower moment, use her resources, and put her with a soulmate. Yes, yes, absolutely. Thank you, Father. We greatly appreciate you. All praise and glory goes to our Father for everything that he is doing. And like I said, divine masculine, you've been feeling these tower moments. Now it's time to rise up. Now it's time to listen to the divine. Now it is time for you to be able to take hold and have that new beginning. Get on your purpose, okay? You have a bigger purpose. And what's meant for you is meant for you. You need to step right up. Step right up. Do not hold back. You are a warrior. Warriors don't sit there and go, should I or shouldn't I? I think I can, but I won't. A warrior is like, heck yeah, I'm on it like Blue Bonnet. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get our purpose. Let's get our purpose. Let there be justice, because she is in alignment in the stars with me. This is meant to be. She is the one who brings out my accomplishments, my success. And this is a spiritual love coming through. So take that step forward. Don't hold back. Because you see all that beauty in the background? It don't stop. It don't stop. It only gets better and better and better. That's right. Warriors. Love it. So family, yes. Glory, yes. Warrior. That's right. Keep being that warrior. Never give up. Never surrender. Keep pushing forward, because you deserve it. Look, you deserve your rewards. You deserve that beautiful love. You deserve that divine masculine that is ready to take that Ace of Wands, that new beginning with you, and say, hey, baby, here I come. All right, so family. Yes, we were born warriors from all the crap that we went through. But it took all this time for our rewards to come in, because we had so much strength to persevere forward. We were them bicentennials, right? We were not going to go down without a fight. We were not going to let that defeat take over us. We ain't no coward. We're not empty. We may have had empty lives the way that we had to deal with all the crap, but we ain't empty inside. We got so much to give, so much love. Keep going. That's all I got to say. So family, Yes, yes. Keep it going. That's the sword of truth. Sword of truth. Keep it going. Alrighty. I love you all. God bless you. May all your prayers, wishes, dreams, goals, and desires come true. Anybody who is going through a rough time now, who needs healing, going through depression, any anxiety, anything, let Father come in, okay? Your life has been built on sand right now, and that is being taken away and turning into new windows for you to be able to look out to that horizon and say, guess what? Now, Father's coming in to put you on that rock, okay? He is putting you in that season, in that favor, and you're going to have that stable foundation. Never give up, never surrender, okay? Love you all. God bless you. Anybody trying to get a hold of me, down in the description is my email, okay? Go ahead and message me, and I will reach out, and I will be able to give you the number in order to be able to contact me. Yes, Glory, absolutely. Absolutely. And anybody who is wanting to make a donation, okay, down in the description is my Cash App. It is greatly appreciated as we are still working for the computer part of it. If you can't donate, just pray about it, okay, because Father will answer it. So God bless you all, love you all, and I will see you, let's see, tomorrow's Sunday, so Sunday is Fun Day Sunday. And I will see if I can come on and just pop in. We will not do our last video tomorrow. We will do that on Monday, okay? Because tomorrow is the Sabbath day, and Father says that's a day of rest and relaxation. That's Fun Day Sunday. That is time to take time for you and do something that makes you happy, okay? All right, beautiful, beautiful. I greatly appreciate you all. Love you so much. On Monday, it will be, so on Monday, we will do 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So that'd be 12 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And then also we will have the 2 p.m. That I will be doing. And also at 7 p.m. will be that last video for the winner. Double the prize, okay? So yes, 7 p.m. is for the sacred relationship, but 11 a.m. is the karmic family, friends, and lovers. 2 p.m. is that daily life energy. And I do that one Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The daily life one, I do daily, okay? The divine masculine, divine feminine, I do that Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But the teachings of our Father, the sacred tasks, the sacred relationships, this everything that is to create that best version of yourself, and that happiness is contagious, happens here every night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, all right, so family, I greatly appreciate all of you, sending lots of love and light to all of you. Stay warm if you're going through this chilly, freezing weather. Minus 28 below. It's probably 30 below by now. But anyways, if you're in the warm weather, stay cool. Love you all. Mwah. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you, Glory. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Love you so, family. Until tomorrow, I will see you then. Peace.